we used to go to the classical markets because the record companies were set up in one way to sell records, and so because we had a lot of success in England, we did a lot of shows in England and in North America, and but now it's more like nobody buy records anymore. So you just have to visit the world and to play wherever you want. You are completely free. You don't need to you don't need to go in special places. As the only thing you need to have is a room full of people. And I think after a couple of world tours, we were so we wanted some changes, and we said we're not going to do that forever. And so the idea is to visit the world really, and to go like in Latin America, to go in India, to go in Australia, even to go in Iceland. And there's so many places in the world where we can play, and it's completely changed, because in the late 90s you will go on in always the same countries, and I think since now 5 or 6 or 7 years nobody cares anymore. We do wherever we want, really.
Yeah, we think that we have to do the best and to do more and more music and to experiment and discover new styles, because Air is a sort of it's a brand, it's a sort of a name, it's an experience, it's a kind of sound. And in the future, when we will disappear, I hope that the band will still be cult, and so when people are like through internet, or like people, when they try to find out about a band, they look at everything. I have like a friend, when he likes Kraftwerk, he's gonna listen to almost all the tracks, and and also it's really good when on a band you have like several periods. For example, each band or each artist is well known for one period of its life. But when you are really a big fan, you discover the new faces and the different faces of the artist. Like for example, Andy Warhol, we know only like the Marilyn Monroe things and everything, but he did many films, many other things that we don't know. And so it's gonna come. It will be cult.
And also it's great when we made albums like Wind Safari or Body Suicide or 10,000 Hertz. It's albums you can play them on stage, like if you go to see a play on the theater, or if you go to see a movie, And actually nowadays, because the format of the album is destroyed, it's not a good reason not to do albums anymore, because 10 years after I can go on stage and play Virgin Suicide as a piece, And I think if we do the next album like that, I think whenever I want, I will go on stage and I can play the album. So it's not, the album exists. Whatever happens, really, it exists as it is, and not only because of the record itself. It exists as a piece of art. I think we are outsiders, and I think that's the best place to be, because this is the place where you have more freedom, because that means we can do whatever we want. Because after Moon Safari, we decided to do the complete opposite. So since that time, people have no expectation from us. So basically, we are not. I remember when we did Moon Safari, it was the house music, so we were completely a part of it. And so since the beginning, we wanted to be outsiders and not to follow any movement or any fashion. And I know, as you said, Phoenix are gigantic right now, and I hope it's not going to be a moment. Not like a fashionable thing. I really think when you're an outsider, you have more chance to get a big career and to make interesting records until the end of your life.
But also, French music successful abroad has different faces, and Daft Punk was like house or electronic music. It was new and it was like very fashionable for a while, and Phoenix is another kind of music. It's more like a pop rock thing, and so they have their own sound and it's really good. And us, Air, we we had our moment of being like a really pop, but it's more like some you know, like a really atmospheric music, really like slow and some tracky and some kind of music that you listen to at home in the Sunday morning to wake you up and to feel better. And I think that air is a medicine. I think we are really well appreciated by the audience because it can cure you. We have this power because of the harmony, you know.